George Clooney, the ultimate heartthrob, has always had a reputation as one of Hollywood's most eligible bachelors. With his suave charm, good looks, and a career that spans decades, many never imagined he'd settle down. But then, in 2014, everything changed when he met Amal Alamuddin, a brilliant human rights lawyer. From that moment on, George's life took an unexpected turn. Despite his success, wealth, and fame, George Clooney wasn't confident that he would marry the stunning Amal. So, what made him think this way? Let's dive into George Clooney's thoughts, emotions, and the surprising reason why he never believed Amal would say yes. It's easy to assume that George Clooney's love life was just a string of glamorous dates, but his romance with Amal was something different. When they first met, George wasn't actively searching for love. In fact, he was content with his life as a bachelor. Amal, on the other hand, was an accomplished and independent woman. She wasn't someone to be impressed by Hollywood fame or charm. Amal had her own thriving career, with clients ranging from the UN to famous political leaders, and was deeply focused on her work in human rights. For George, the attraction was immediate, but he initially couldn't understand how someone as impressive as Amal could ever see a long-term future with him. He even joked that there was no way someone as powerful, intelligent, and accomplished as Amal would want to marry him. Why? Because George thought his lifestyle was simply too different from hers. In an interview years after their wedding, George opened up about his self-doubt. He admitted that when he first met Amal, he had no idea she would be interested in him, let alone marry him. George, known for his playboy image, had a hard time accepting the idea that someone like Amal would want to be with him long-term. He was used to the fast-paced, unpredictable world of Hollywood, while Amal's life was far more grounded and rooted in her professional pursuits. George even recalls having a moment of reflection where he thought, "I don't think this is going to work. She's a human rights lawyer. She's out there in the world doing important work. What does she need with a guy like me?" But as it often happens in great love stories, things didn't go according to plan. Despite George's doubts, Amal was not just swept off her feet by his fame. She was drawn to his intelligence, wit, and sense of humor. More importantly, she appreciated the way he respected her passions and supported her professional endeavors. What George hadn't realized yet was that Amal didn't see him as a Hollywood icon. She saw him as someone who could be a partner in making a real difference in the world. So how did George finally realize that Amal was just as in love with him as he was with her? Well, it was during their second year of dating when George began to see how serious their relationship was. They traveled together to places like Tanzania, where George was involved in building a school, and it became clear to him that their paths aligned in ways he never thought possible. When George finally decided to propose, he was still unsure of how Amal would respond. His proposal was intimate and thoughtful. He designed a ring that he believed reflected Amal's strength and beauty. But despite all the preparation and planning, he couldn't shake the feeling that Amal might not feel the same way. After all, she had her own fulfilling career, and the idea of marrying someone from the entertainment world wasn't an easy decision for her either. But much to George's surprise, Amal said yes, making one of the most iconic couples in Hollywood official. What's even more remarkable is how the couple has continued to thrive. They've been together for years. And their love story has only deepened. George has repeatedly expressed his amazement at how well he and Amal complement each other. Despite his initial doubts, George says that his life is more complete with Amal by his side, and he credits her with making him a better person. In turn, Amal has spoken about the stability George brings into her life. They both share a passion for philanthropy, travel, and raising their twin children, Ella and Alexander, together. Their marriage is a testament to how love can surprise even the most cynical person. George may have thought that a brilliant, world-changing lawyer like Amal would never marry him, but he couldn't have been more wrong. Together, they've proven that love knows no boundaries, not fame, not profession, not even self-doubt. The story of George's doubts about marrying Amal shows just how real their love is. It wasn't built on superficial elements or external pressures, it was based on respect, mutual admiration, and a shared sense of purpose. The key takeaway: even the most successful and self-assured people can have insecurities, and it's a reminder that love doesn't always follow the path you expect. Their relationship reminds us that sometimes, we may be our own biggest critics, but true love has a way of sweeping those doubts aside and bringing two people together in ways we never imagined. So, what's next for the Clooneys? With their passion for human rights and giving back, it's clear that they're just getting started. We can't wait to see where their journey takes them next. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this peek into George and Amal's love story, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more exciting celebrity stories. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you never miss an update.